This is Lenny Farlee, Purdue Extension Forester, and this is a Woodland Management Moment. In this Woodland Management Moment, we're going to talk about a little trick you can use to potentially regenerate some of the heavy-seeded hardwoods after a timber harvest. And so this is a pile of tops left over from a timber harvest that happened about 3 or 4 years ago. And right after the harvest, we had a pretty good nut crop of black walnut. So I went out in the woods and collected black walnut underneath trees where the black walnuts weren't going to have any chance of growing because of all the shade. And I brought those collected nuts and literally just threw them into this pile of tree tops and slash. And my thought was that it's going to be difficult for deer to get in here and browse on them, but it's very strong likelihood that squirrels and other rodents with this heavy cover could utilize those and hopefully plant a few for me, and I believe that is what has happened. And so as I look in here, I'm finding 4 or 5, maybe more, black walnuts that are growing up through all of this pile of wood slash and tops from the harvest. Now, I'm going to have to do a little more thinning and girdling to produce a little bit more sunlight. But now that I know the walnut is here, I can feel pretty good about doing that because I'm releasing some trees like walnut that need full sunlight but have an opportunity to provide additional benefits down the road, both in food value for the rodents but also in timber value over the long term. So you could do this with hickory, with oaks, with walnut, or any variety of other heavy-seeded species that deer might be being kind of hard on in terms of browsing. So get them in a place where there's heavy cover, heavy slash, difficult for deer to access, and you've got a better chance of those to grow.